I can hear you breathing.
Oh,
I can hear it right next to my ear, even though it's faint.
yeah, sure. So, I'm gonna. So last time I streamed Love and Deepspace was to continue the main story, but then I haven't continued it again since then, and we still have a lot to do. I guess, yeah, we still have 3 chapters to unlock, so I'm gonna finish it today if possible. I don't know, maybe. Mm, so let's continue. I forgot. Maybe let's start to this one because I forgot where the last time I. Anyway, let's start with this one. Oh, this is already difficult. Unbeknownst to anyone, a small flower delivery truck sits at the end of the aerial tunnel's frontage road. The vehicle blends into its surroundings. Jeremiah's movements have reached a level that's beyond my comprehension. I've heard of space warp technology, but I always thought it was nothing more than a theory, something for the distant future. I feel a little nervous, but that anxiety quickly recedes like a tide when I hear a poorly stifled yawn. Xavier, I can't believe you are sleepy right now. Don't you feel on edge?
You're the one who's too nervous.
We're about to do a space warp.
It's more like jumping. It sounds impressive, but
It's actually really impressive.
Jeremiah takes a break from his work to chime in. Xavier turned his head back.
don't listen to him. He's just bragging. This isn't a real space warp. There are too many conditions it can't meet. You can imagine it as an elevator that's slightly faster than usual. We just don't know which floor it'll stop at.
I'm somewhat stunned. Is it really just an elevator?
Range safety measures are in place, and the emergency brakes are functional. Everything's ready. What about you guys?
The windows, rear view mirror, decorations, sturdy leaves, and delicate flower petal begins to vibrate at the same rate. Jeremiah's hand pauses in midair, his gaze sweeping over each of us. Although he appears slightly tense, he's not so anxious. What happened? In the silence, he presses his lips together and activates the vehicle's warp drive. Whoa. A loud hum bursts forth from within me, and it almost instantly blurs my consciousness. All my senses are in turmoil, my body and soul are thrown into chaos. At that moment, a hand quickly grasps mine. My trembling heart settles and allows my consciousness to flow freely. Oh. Invisible forces draw upon pure energy born from nothingness. They twist time and space. They accumulate and condense. A giant star's death builds the framework for this energy. A collision in a blurry star system strengthens its form. Finally, a faint fluctuation from cosmic strings sends it into orbit. After being incubated for hundreds of millions of years, it takes on the appearance of a young planet. Oh. Hmm. Mm-mm. What? The birth of the universe, its flourish and growth, decline, and eventual collapse into the ether core play in an endless loop. It's a cycle of perpetual renewal. Light and dust flicker as they flow past. At first, it's impossible to tell whether I'm moving forward or backward, ascending or descending. It's as if my consciousness is being swept along a river. It converges in the torrent until it falls into the vast ocean of the cosmos. At that moment, the flowing universe comes and reaches a complete standstill. It's the perfect time to wake up. Ooh. The restraint on my consciousness returned bit by bit. Scattered thoughts and confused, fragmented memories are picked up and restored one by one. I remember who I am, and I know with certainty that I haven't fallen into the universe because my body is about to collapse this time. Was that because of the space warp? Everything in my periphery is still, and the universe is frozen in this moment. The past, present, and future converge like countless rivers meeting at the same point. Time loses its meaning, and everything throughout eternity unfolds within my consciousness. Huh? In that moment, in that moment of a thought flashing, something establishes in something establishes a connection with me. It's a hollow planet. I look I look toward it. When I see the dying planet whose energy has been depleted, everything begins to flow. Massive artificial satellites sweep across nearby orbits. At the same time, a bright speck of light rises from the planet. Without any hesitation, it plunges into the torrent of space-time. It looks familiar to me. That's a ring ship. It's traced back to. No, wait, did we got warped into the time when they did the like the track back team? That's crazy. That should be like more than hundreds years ago. No, later, 100 years later. I see it trace back to starting point, and I also see every moment after it begins its journey. Is Savior in there? Should be if it's traced back. Repeating his name in my heart, I fall toward that ring-shaped ship. It's as if I'm descending into the river of time where it exists. The rising bubbles transform into stars of various sizes and scatter, and the ship's outline rapidly becomes clear. The scars on the spaceship's hull that I had seen aren't there yet. The compartments that were broken in my memory are now bustling with life. This is what they looked during their mission. The small spaceship's portholes frame several scenes of varying activity. On the cluttered workbench are equipment of various sizes, some familiar and some not. They sit in piles. I've seen traces of them at Jeremiah's place. Two sisters who look alike are polishing their comrades' badges, the gleaming metal sparkling brilliantly in their hands. 5 or 6 people wearing the same uniform gather at the center. They're animatedly discussing something while looking at several holographic star charts with overlapping galaxies. In the distance, regularly blinking panels and instrument displays run smoothly, their faint light occasionally illuminating a distant figure. Their uniforms? I feel like I wore one myself. I watch I watch the backtrackers from another space-time as if they're part of a vivid, lifelike silent film. Most of them are people I never met before, so why do I feel a sense of familiarity? The crowd around the holographic charts is suddenly agitated. I suppress my quickened heartbeat and move closer to the porthole. I can make out certain faces among them. Oh, this one is Jeremiah. And the center of two figures, and one of them seems to be Jeremiah. Why does he look like he just got into a fight? After some effort, I finally recognize the person across from him, the one covering most of his face. He fought with Isaiah. That explains it. What about Xavier? I don't see him anywhere. Where is he? As if in an omniscient dream, my consciousness guides me as I float along the exterior of Traceback 2. In the farthest window, I finally see a familiar figure. It's him! The distance between the portholes is so great that he appears to be alone from the outside. He's away from the crowd located at the other end of the spaceship. But this doesn't make him seem lonely. He's watching the commotion and everyone is held within his gaze. The relationships were really good back then. What happened? I guess it's transcend time and space is like dark matter. Even when it intrudes upon the world within the portholes, no one should notice it. But that figure wearing light-colored clothing suddenly gets up and walks up toward the window. Savior! My racing heart is seemingly pounding against my eardrums. As he moves closer, I unconsciously shift to the porthole as well. I don't know what my current form is. I only want to press my hand against his palm as it rests on the other side of the window. Oh wait. Oh. In that moment, those eyes that have already seen everything look out. His peaceful gaze is endless. I don't know if my figure is reflected on his eyes, or maybe the countless stars in deep space cover his vision. Space shakes violently. My consciousness grows hazy and I only feel myself being pulled backward. I fall onto something soft. This is a seat? A vehicle compartment? Oh, so we're back to the bus. The car. The spacecraft overlaps with the Philo delivery truck that's filled with flowers. My palm touches a window. It's not a porthole, it's the window of a truck. Everything instantly becomes real. as the cosmic consciousness converge ended. As it confirming my thoughts, the compartments keep shaking. My consciousness withdraws from the emptiness of space at an increasingly fast pace. I can't help but feel a surge of urgency. I look toward my periphery. I want to see what lies at the end of the current where Trispector is located. I didn't think I'd see a destroyed planet there. Oh, it's Earth. A certain voice rings out in my consciousness that is traced to destination, and it's what will become of the current Lincoln in the near future. Wait, I thought Xavier was from future. Oh. Oh, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm not playing Final Fantasy today. I need to finish this main story. In the backtracking torrent, the Earth's core flows with light once again. It continuously sours the energy that had escaped. The tectonic plates that had already disintegrated are being pulled in the opposite direction. The planet's condition is being reversed. Among all this, a streak of silver light rushes toward the massive vortex formed by dust, meteorites, and planetary debris. Ooh. At last, it's buried deep within the reformed planet. How could this have happened? Didn't Trispector reach us? Panic grips my heart. My gaze moves away, and Trispector travels quietly through deep space. I think you told me that. Yeah, I'm taking a break. I'm not resub. So like it's time to play another game. I see Xavier turn and the cosmic fluctuation detector behind him receive a new signal. It's impossible to know what he saw. All worries sink into the sea of consciousness, and lucidity once again distance itself from me. Ooh. I, above the familiar earth, saw myself. Ooh. The me on earth is looking through the truck compartment's barrier to gaze at the void above. Meanwhile, the me in the air is rapidly falling. I see the image of myself reflected in my eyes, the familiar giant eye that once devoured me. Okay. Once the observer's vision leaves the cosmos, the changes don't stop. The space-time current that Trispector is traveling on, among with countless other currents whose origins can't be seen, has arrived at the same turning point. This is a turning point outside the natural order. Thus, their direction is changed. A predetermined future shatters. The air twists, a rift appears, and it spits out a small truck. A barrier opens just in time. It catches the vehicle half a second before it lands, which prevents everything and everyone from being smashed into pieces.
Great. It was a safe landing. Whoa, Our spaceship?
The place we landed the place we landed at is none other than the depths of Nohan Zone number 42. We're next to trace back to. You're also on break. I see. What game you are playing now? Like you're you're involved now. The hazy sounds of amazement intensify my dizziness. I blink, and the first thing I feel is the hand I'm gripping for some reason. Xavier tightly held both my hands this whole time.
Can you hear me? Do you feel dizzy or nauseous?
Xavier.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, the sound got more clear now. What I'm leaning against changes from a truck door into something warmer and softer. Then the doors open and the sense of the forest rushes in. For one whole minute I'm reacquainted with myself and let Xavier come back into focus. It feels like a lifetime ago. Still slightly overlapping with those images, he approaches me. Warm fingers gently press against the area near my eye. The evening breeze stirs. The slight coolness on my moistened face is exposed. Xavier looks surprised. And the other two figures, who are more blurry, stop in front of the truck. They don't approach.
I blame you for this. Your driving skills are just as terrible as your swordsmanship.
Man.
Well,
Kiss him already. We have another story for that, okay? That's a different story. The faint sounds of conversation are far away, but Xavier is very quiet. The quieter it gets, the more disoriented I feel. Unsure of what to do next, I move my fingers and subconsciously loosen my grip. But nothing happens. The hand I'm holding on to is unwilling to cooperate. He has no way of knowing that I somehow miss making eye contact with him across the cosmos, but he's holding me tightly. My heart, deafened by overwhelming chaos, can finally hear the call of consciousness again. I shudder and hold him back with a firm grip.
Before the space warp happened, your evil was out of control. Do you remember?
My evil was out of control. No, I guess. Oh, a little. The ether core's energy must have surged.
You weren't in the best shape. If I hadn't held on to you.
He pauses, then he gently pats my head to replace those unsaid words.
You are not hurt or anything?
I feel much better. I'm just a little tired. No, I'm very, very tired.
Weightlessness, dizziness, sensory integration issues, partial memory loss, all of them are possible, but they're only temporary. I should have told you some tips for adapting to interstellar warps beforehand. They might have helped. I know. We'll make Soren pay for this, too.
I agree. In the end, I'm so exhausted that I lose the ability to think. Before falling asleep, the last thing I remember is me leaning against Xavier's shoulder. I listened to his slow breathing. That reality I had retrieved, it makes me want to cry. Oh, it's getting interesting. Traces of betrayal. The heaviness of my heartbeat pounds against my chest as I struggle to tear away the haze before my eyes. Seemingly enlarged, Xavier's face sways in my vision. I want to reach out and touch him, but I can only uncurl my fingers. Oh, Xavier, so close. Xavier notices this and leans down. He playfully nuzzles my hand with the tip of his nose.
Did you sleep well? How are you feeling?
He's so close. Even simple words have the power to make me happy. Xavier isn't separated by the torrential space-time beyond my reach. How long was I out?
Less than 6 hours. The recovery chamber's data says your evil has stabilized. Once your fatigue fades, you should be okay.
He supports my shoulders and helps me sit up.
The people trying to intercept us are probably still investigating the tunnel. The commotion we created should be enough to delay them for a while.
Oh, hello, welcome. This is...
Jeremiah's fixing his truck. He says he wants to shorten the miniature warp distance so it can be used for flower delivery across city blocks.
Oh.
So there's no need to worry. You can focus on resting until dawn.
No.
Oh.
No way. Stay away from.
Right now I'm lying the trace back to recovery chamber. Xavier is by my side while Jeremiah and Isaiah are outside fixing the truck. A fragment of a memory once dormant slowly stirs. Feelings that emerge in the cosmic consciousness surge again. I was once one of them. Together we shared a thrilling cosmic adventure. The cosmic coordinates trace back to originally had. Where were they exactly? Did something unexpected happen before you arrived? The unexpected question causes Xavier's expression to falter slightly, and his hand on my shoulder tightens in response.
What did you figure out?
I forced myself to raise my arm and grab Xavier's fingers. I saw that you were supposed to arrive at an Earth as it stood on the threshold of destruction. But you are all alive and Earth is fine. Was I seeing things? As I ramble, the surprise in Xavier's eye gradually fades. He squeezes my fingers as he continues questioning me.
What else did you say?
All the backtrackers, Jeremiah and Isaiah, were fighting, and there was someone who reminded me of Soren. I also spot people I had never seen before.
What about me?
He turns and sits down. With a more serious expression, he lowers his gaze. I asked you about an important matter.
I also asked you about an important matter. You saw all of them. So what about me?
Oh, look, he's jealous. Look at him. I understand, of course, that this gentle questioning is his very unique way of reassuring me. Fortunately, he really is safe and sound. Boop. I pull myself out that overwhelming panic, squeeze his fingers, and clear my throat. I saw you, but it seemed like you didn't fit in. It took me a while to find you. Why were you by yourself near the control panel? Were you too intimidating? Everyone was too scared to hang out with you?
Hmm. It should have been my turn to be on duty. Otherwise, I would have stepped in when Isaiah and Jeremiah were fighting.
You break up their spat?
I'd remind them that comrades who fight get punished. So if they were going to brawl, they might as well make it count. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it.
You're devious, Xavier. No wonder you stayed so far away. You enjoyed the show.
Aside from their fight and typical tomfoolery, did you see anything else? It sounds like the backtrackers are a disorganized group of misfits.
You know how no one sees you work hard, but you get caught when you slack off? It's a universal law. Besides, I didn't bother to look at anyone else once I found you. Xavier tilts his head slightly as if his curiosity has been satisfied. He finally seems willing to answer my original question.
During our backtracking, I received cosmic fluctuations. The source of their transmission was unknown.
Was it like the signal from deep space that we received in 2034? Xavier freezes for a moment. Then his expression suddenly softens, his smile carrying a profound meaning that's difficult to read.
Maybe. Although their source couldn't be traced, they weren't difficult to decode. I'm very familiar with the encryption method. They sent coordinates that were similar but different from the ones we originally had. At the time, I wasn't sure what that meant. For certain reasons, we decided to change coordinates at the last minute. The landing time ended up being a bit more off than expected.
How much?
A little over 200 years.
Oh, yeah. Alright. My eyes widen as I stare at his face. I blink once, then twice. I thought I understood you enough already, but I never expected.
It wasn't that big a deal. 200 years is just a small ripple in the endless river of time.
Sure. What happened after that? What were you supposed to do once you landed on an unfamiliar planet in the wrong time period?
I should clarify something first.
Oh,
Whether it's a journey with time travel or a displacement of 200 years, both are already in the past. You don't need to worry about the hardships we've already endured.
I look at the silent damage traced back to its voyage crossed the barriers of time and space and carried grand heavy ideals. The backtrackers who escaped fate's crash once greatly cherished it. What made them have the resolve to leave it behind? For someone who's eager to change something, 200 years would feel like a long time. Xavier doesn't comment on that. Instead, he holds my hand and stands up.
Are you feeling better? I want to take you somewhere.
The deep, inky darkness is diluted even though the horizon hasn't broke free from the merged silhouettes of distant mountains and dense forests. At last, the night isn't as dark anymore. Xavier brings me to the back of the spaceship. Scars cover the hull, and tangled, exposed cables hang like sinews. He pushes the vines aside and opens the small hatch door hidden underneath. There's an internal network composed of chips.
This is Traceback 2's energy transmission system module. What you're seeing makes up roughly 3/1000ths of the entire system.
Whoa.
If there isn't enough energy to power it, the spaceship will lose propulsion. Over those 200 years, repairing the spaceship became everyone's primary concern when we realized that achieving our goal would require careful, long-term planning.
He takes my hand and places it on the delicate panel.
Use your eval to sense it.
Alright. The transmission system suddenly turns on. It rapidly consumes my energy, but the process of converting kinetic energy as well as the transmission isn't smooth. It's like a pipeline with too many breaks. The loss during transmission is very high. Is it because of the damage?
It's the opposite.
His large hand covers mine, and the calluses from wielding a sword brush against my skin. They carry the solemnity of two people drawing a blade together. Xavier lowers his gaze and silently releases his evil. I immediately follow suit. Following his guidance, I detect traces that I couldn't find before. I sense several classes of evil, but the residual energy is already very faint. These are...
It's the power of other backtrackers. This part of the transmission system has the least amount of damage. At the time, we decided to prioritize repairing it. What you're seeing is the result of that.
A warmth flows into my heart along with his explanation. I gently touch the transmission system with newfound reference and try to expand my detection range. It works. Now that it's several square meters wide, the evils I can sense become more numerous. Some are intense, others are gentle. Each seemingly has a different personality, just like their owners. Oh,
033034 in Section G is almost fully repaired. The next phase. If we continue to supply our all that awaits us is failure.
Can we try again, please? Hey, are you leaving too?
This doesn't involve just one person. The spaceship. It affects everyone. Your orders, I won't accept. What did...
what was that? Those moments in time have been preserved by the transmission system as energy. They appeared as hollow pieces of amber in places where the light illuminates them. The backtrackers once gathered here to repair the massive traceback too, and it was this place where they left traces of them parting ways.
They fought one day. Afterward, half of the people who had been repairing the ship gave up. Later on, several more among that group left. Fewer people stayed behind, and after a very very long time. It became what you see now.
Fragments of light drift like dust from the vines. He brushes aside. As the night wind rises, they scatter and land on the grass. Faint light pours down from behind us. Our shadows are cast on the damaged surface of Traceback 2. They bring they bring an energy fluctuation. Sensing something, I turn and look toward the east. The morning sunlight rips open a line along the distant horizon, and the towering structures in that area cast long shadows. Whoa, what are this place? What is this place? Once our eyes adjust to the light, we realize it's a magnificent giant sword standing upright. It's a sword, okay. It's as if it cleaved heaven and earth. The holy sword of the goddess. How like what why she's know that thing? How come?
It wasn't there last night. It just appeared out of nowhere this morning.
What is it? A mirage?
Morning light badges the boundary between the city and Nohansun number 39. It illuminates the metal fence that in front of the seclusion barrier and the old plaza. The crowd isn't gathered to gawk at the ruined streetscape from the old wanderer attack. They're staring at the towering sword-shaped monument that seems to have appeared out of thin air.
It materialized earlier than expected.
While we were rushing over from Nohansun number 42, the panic triggered by the Holy Sword's appearance had been brewing for an hour. Outside the Hansun that's been closed off, onlookers surrounds the area. Xavier and I weave through them. We move closer to the seclusion's barrier.
The anti-tracking devices I gave you were just thrown together, but they should still work. The only downside is the limited battery life. You have 5 hours at most. You better work fast.
Got it. But getting a closer look might be a little tricky. It's daytime and everyone will be watching. Before I can finish, Xavier pulls me toward the station evil police officer and flashes a vintage style wallet.
Hello, I'm the hunter who was sent to investigate the situation. This is my partner.
In the blink of an eye, we are inside the perimeter.
What were you talking to Jeremiah about?
Nothing. I just forgot I have official clearance to enter and exit no-hunt zones. We've either been hunted down or forced into hiding these past few days. Everything is a mess. This is all Soren's fault.
He has a mountain of debts on him. I doubt he's sleeping as soundly as we are.
What did you show the officers anyway? Your hunter ID?
Yeah, my hunter credentials. Huh?
The old wallet is open. Xavier's calm expression subtly changes.
It's my Bunny's Hot Pot membership card.
Your Bunny's Hot Pot membership card. We stare at beaming rabbit mascot for a few seconds. Then we decided to move on. Oh my god, how come he didn't bring his ID? That's so silly. Passing by the damaged buildings within the non-hunt zone, the asphalt road under us is slowly replaced with pristine white stone slabs. This is the complete holy sword of the goddess. Unlike the phantoms I've seen before, the solid statue stands before me. It's solemn and graceful like reverend queen. What's going on? As soon as my consciousness weavers, dizziness strikes me.
Are you determined to do 1,000 strikes? You fulfill every request our teacher makes.
Oh,
I don't want you to become another's knight.
oh,
I can choose not to become king.
oh no.
You can choose not to join the Lightseekers, who answer only to the royal family.
That was me and Xavier. A gentle breeze sweeps through the grass, and my vision refocuses. Xavier stands beneath the giant sword, his palm pressed against the blade, as if transported back to that ancient time. He bows his head and silently recites something. Or maybe he is performing a ritual. Another gust sweeps across the ground. He opens his eye and returns to his familiar demeanor.
This is...
A faint light is peeled away from the monument. It flows into Xavier's palm. Without the light's concealment, the scratches on the statue's surface become visible. Whoa. Did wonders from the No-Hunt Zone do this? Wait, wonders haven't appeared in No-Hunt Zone number 39 for a long time. Oh, Xavier, look. There's a Vivi leaf sea lavender. Familiar yet somehow different, a cluster of small blue flowers grows close to its base. I reach out to touch them, but petals wilt and disappear as soon my fingertips reach them. Oh,
Watch out.
the unexpected turn of events shatters the tranquility. Xavier pulls me back, his light blade ready to strike.
Something's off. No. This descended piece of Philos isn't right. Can you sense the energy fluctuations?
There are abnormal fluctuation behind the monument. It's like the huge magnetic field overlap I sensed before.
That means the statue's appearance is only the beginning.
Oh no.
Maybe you'll see Astria Knight Academy.
That name sounds familiar. Light shines as Xavier uses his blade instead of his finger to gently touch the vines on the statue. It's as if he punctured a static illusion. The vines rapidly shrivel up under his sword. They turn into smoke and dust in the blink of an eye.
This isn't good. The forcibly transplanted Philos is withering.
Are you saying... Xavier crouches down and runs his hand over the slabs we're on. His palm is covered with a layer of light-colored dust.
Without its original energy from the cosmos, everything on the planet will only decay faster. We once theorized this could happen. The flux nexus in No-Hunt Zone number 39 has already been destroyed, yet the holy sword of the goddess still appeared.
I'm afraid only Soren knows the truth. Xavier narrows his eyes and he looks at the wilted, wavy leaf sea lavender at his feet. Just when I believe he might be thinking of finding Soren by himself again, he closes his eye. Then he looks up and softly speaks to me.
Let's go. Soren is in a good hiding place. We won't be able to locate him immediately.
How did you know I was worried about that?
You're gripping my hand tight. It wasn't hard to figure out. There's no point in staying here any longer. Let's get going. We'll think of something.
When we return, the crowd of onlookers has only grown larger. They're sizing up Xavier and me. The hunters on duty have arrived. I step forward to explain the situation to my colleagues and the evil police. That's it, more or less. I recommend avoiding the area for now, keeping your distance while maintaining a high level security presence. The latest energy data has already been uploaded. Let's wait for the association analysis before considering the next course of action. After saying goodbye, I turn to call Xavier so that we can leave, but I see him staring at the crowd. What's the matter?
I saw a familiar face.
A backtracker? I move forward. I move toward the checkpoint. I'm not sure if I should call for backup.
I know who it is. He's not allied with Soren.
Oh,
They'll circle around and grab him.
Xavier and I split up and blend into the crowd. We follow its flow to sneakily approach the backtracker. Just as we're closing in, the person senses something, quickly pulls down his hat and turns to walk away. We've been spotted.
Get ready to ambush him.
Layers of people obstruct my line of sight. I struggle to push through the gaps as I chase after him. But whenever I'm about to catch up, I become unfocused for a moment.
Stay at least 6 meters away. Keep your distance. He's a psychic class evolver. Get too close and there's a chance he could paralyze your brain or make you go blind.
Whoa, alright. He's strong. The backtracker quickly realizes we're keeping our distance and decides to use the crowd as cover to make his escape. Just as I'm about to close in, strong metal flux suddenly falls. My concentration scatters. A wanderer. No, the skill of this metal flux.
Onward.
Space is torn apart as several menacing figures fall. Wanderers launch toward the civilians who have collapsed. I can't worry about the backtracker now. I immediately call the evil police and let them evacuate the civilians. Then I raise my gun. Beside me, he flashes and vanishes. In the blink of an eye, the blade has already sliced the wanderer's claws. But what surprises me even more is the person who appears later is standing in front of the civilians. It's that backtracker.
I'll handle this side.
What? Excuse me? An unfamiliar composed voice comes from Xavier's side. It's like an old phone call that took years to connect. Oh, we gonna have battle. So I assume that that backtrackers is an ally. Like they're not acquaintance with
I'm
a
sleepy.
Soren,
Let's get
I
this
guess.
over with.
The mini war, okay.
Step back.
Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come. It's time.
Here we go.
Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat.
careful not to get
No.
Pay attention to its moves. It's time.
Here we
The
go.
enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
I'll show you.
Keep up the momentum. Watch out. It's getting back up. It seems to have changed its moves. It's time.
Here we go. Savior.
Oh shit.
Go back to the pit you came from.
It's time to end it. It's time.
Here we
The enemies are weak. Now's our Let's move.
I won't lose to you.
End it.
Not even a challenge.
Easy. Bang! The tall, thin backtracker is pushed through the doorway. I follow Saber and take a moment to glance at the small sign hanging on the door. No Worries Agency. It sounds like an organization that takes money to solve problems. Upon entering, I see the decor. It's just like the stuff you see in the office of old TV dramas. Simple and yet refreshing. They carry the faint scent of plants and wood. It's formal and not what I had imagined. Cyril locks the door and acts more like the owner of the office rather than the actual owner.
Sullivan, has Soren contacted you recently?
Sullivan. Okay.
It's been ages since we last saw each other. Do you have anything else to say?
The holy sword of the goddess manifested here. We don't know what will appear next. Now's not the time for a heart-to-heart. Has Soren contacted you?
No.
What about the 4 people you're close to?
One chose Soren in the end.
As the
Oh,
Rainbow
no.
Runners prefect and resource coordinator for the backtrackers, your data integration abilities shouldn't have deteriorated, right?
What are you trying to say?
Saber doesn't respond. Instead, he turns and begins surveying the small office. He stops before a corkboard covered with photos.
Back then, Traceback 2 landed at a space-time anchor point that was outside the margin of error. The first plan was immediately scrapped. After the second plan was agreed upon, we spent 20 years searching for suitable magnetic field points and planted 53 flux nexuses.
20 years of searching.
I haven't forgotten. That was to detect Earth's energy flow, so we could immediately detect the formation of an ether core. Unfortunately, as soon as the Chrono Rift catastrophe appeared, all our plans were ruined. Those flux nexuses could only be shut down.
What if I said that the flux nexuses weren't actually turned off? Rather, they were changed to serve another purpose.
Oh. Pinching the corner of a photo between his fingertips, Xavier runs his thumb over the blurry, frayed image. It appears to be a group of young people wearing matching uniform. They're standing before the Holy Sword when it was still pristine.
Are you saying the Holy Sword of the Goddess appeared because Soren modified the flux nexuses?
Some of the ones you set up may have been modified as well. Back then, to ensure the plan wasn't leaked, each person only knew the locations of the anchor points they set up. And the map showing all the anchor points is hidden in your psychically sealed compartment.
Oh,
I need that map.
Sullivan, who has been confrontational with Xavier, lets out a hearty laugh and plops his tense self onto the sofa.
I already left the backtrackers, Captain. I swore never to interfere with any backtrackers.
Oh. Xavier takes down a map of Lincoln City and spread it out in front of Sullivan.
Just mark the anchor points in Lincoln. That'll do.
Think of me as an aging old man. I can no longer chase the dreams of my youth.
That old photo is pushed across the map.
Sure. After all, you're willing to let them be buried in the dream you abandoned.
The cold sneer Sullivan forced onto his face immediately crumbles, and he looks away with an icy expression.
You think that will make me come back crying and ensure I swear my loyalty to you again? You're too...
Save the complaints for next time. Assuming there is one anyway.
Okay, Xavier, you're scary here. This is the second time Xavier has interrupted him. I'm nervous because I rarely see him emanate an intimidating aura. With that kind of attitude, I can only hope Sullivan doesn't get angry and side with Soren out of spite.
The holy sword of the goddess has appeared. Doesn't that mean Soren's plan might succeed? The holy sword of the goddess was the first to manifest, which proves he remembers the oath we swore before it. He's staying true to himself. Shouldn't you be happy?
But his actions are tearing Philos apart, which will accelerate the death of the planet.
What?
He lost his mind. Have you also gone mad?
What do you mean he's tearing Philos apart?
Xavier extends his hand, clenches his fist, and great dust particle falls in front of Sullivan. The falling dust shatters the serenity in Sullivan's gaze. He leaps up from the sofa.
The Philos that's being transferred through a magnetic field overlap is the same Philos in our memories. But it won't be for long. He modified the flux nexuses to perform an energy traction. To be more specific, he used the RMFMA's spatial overlap principles as a basis for cutting and transplanting Philos.
Cutting and transplanting Philos to Earth. Oh, okay.
Unlike the planet transplantation we theorized, this method will cause the fragments of Philos to lose their original energy when they arrive on Earth. What he's bringing isn't Philos, but rather the broken corpse of a lifeless planet.
Whoa.
The decay of the holy sword of the goddess has only just begun.
The grey dust sits as a thin layer on the table. It's so fragile that it doesn't need wind or rain to disperse. Sullivan's hands tremble. He wants to touch the dust particles, but doesn't dare to get close.
Our everlasting statue. As long as Philos stands, it will never fall.
Heavy silence fills the room. It presses down on everything. No one dares to breathe. I notice a soft sigh at Xavier's head behind his calm words. It's so gentle, as if he's afraid of disturbing something.
This is what you left with me back then.
He takes out a familiar badge from his pocket and places it beside the dust from the monument.
Now, using my authority as Savior, I invite you once again, be my vice captain.
He's the vice captain. Oh my god. There's a stack of neatly arranged forms on the desk. They match the office interior. The note looks new and seems to be a request form for lost items. Mr. Young, Building 12, Unit 102, urgently seeking a melodious, laughing thrush that flew away from the backyard admin.
I hope that melodious laughing thrush hasn't wandered too far. Let's go.
Oh, this is crazy. Right and wrong. Okay. The streets outside the window are blurred as the hastily repaired truck carries us toward the other side of the city.
You ran into old Sully? He opened an agency? He's doing work for his neighborhood?
I'm not surprised. He's a people-pleasing bootlicker. And he has a forgettable face, too.
Quiet.
Before meeting up with you, we visited 3 locations where I remembered flux nexuses had been planted. 2 of them showed no activity, but we removed them just to be safe. The 3rd one we collected was at Triumph Avenue. The street in front of our academy had manifested.
Oh,
That was the first time I saw it so deserted. There wasn't a soul around.
No one being present is a good thing.
seeing Jeremiah's confusion, I sigh as well and give him a short recap of the conversation between Xavier and Sullivan.
The Holy Sword is deteriorating. The wavy leaf sea lavender is withering. These are all signs that point to the planet's energy being drained. But it shouldn't happen this quickly. Transplanted planets do experience a phase where their energy is taken away, but the new energy should be enough to sustain them through this transition.
Earth's ether core hasn't fully matured yet. It can't meet the requirements to support Philos. The second plan requires an ether core that matures when Earth collapses. Then Earth's energy won't be directly siphoned if people start appearing in the magnetic field overlap.
Oh, they're gonna die. As silence falls over the truck, the clamor of Lincoln officially waking up drifts in. It's mingled with the sounds of rush hour traffic.
Soren did a calculation. Even with planet transplantation, people still have a 53% chance of surviving the process. That's 1% higher than the chance of doing a successful backtracking.
I think His Highness, the Crown Prince knockoff, is missing Soren again.
This isn't an experiment. It's a gamble.
When you first proposed the concept of backtracking, how many people supported you, Xavier? 80% of people thought you were joking, and the remaining 20% thought you were insane.
Well,
Do you even remember how many times your backtracking experiments failed? It was okay for you to fail again and again, but when it's someone else's turn, it becomes a gamble? Is it because you're the Crown Prince, so you get special privileges?
Those who only ever think about power always seem to see that fault in others.
Since you can fail 100 times, Xavier, other people should be allowed to fail 99 times. Let's look at Philos' situation and assume that letting 1 million people die could save 1.01 million people. You should know what the correct choice is.
truck turns at an intersection. Jeremiah slams on the brakes and stops the vehicle in the desert corner. He grits his teeth as he glares at Isaiah.
Now I understand how that human-eating planet and the royal family that upholds it came to be.
Yeah, sacrificing one person to save all Philos is
You stand in
kind
the
of
clouds at 10,000 meters. 1 million people look like densely packed grains of sand beneath your feet. They mean nothing to you. But I stand on the ground. So let me tell you that they're people just like us. Each and every one of them. They each have a name. They're not a string of numbers.
oh man.
In other words, we let everyone die together while chanting all lives are equal?
If anyone needs to be sacrificed, it should be scum like you who don't see people as humans.
The two start scoffing as if they're competing. I seize the opportunity to interrupt them before they can continue. Have you ever thought about Earth? How is this helpful again? Well, I think I'm gonna choose this one. Have you ever thought about Earth? Does our planet need to die?
Earth's collapse during the apocalypse is inevitable. Why should we worry about Earth if we can't even save Philos?
Okay, you two should stop arguing. Listening to your spat is giving me a headache. For a moment, only the engine's vibrations remain. Xavier taps Jeremiah's chair and the truck starts moving again.
Operation Backtrack's first choice was to take the planetary core, which only forms when a planet is dying. It's like taking organs that are still viable from a dying person's body and transplanting them into someone who needs them. When we made that decision, we knew how great the risk of landing during a planet's destruction would be.
Kiss and make up between those two, Jeremiah and Isaiah. That will be funny.
We might get caught in cosmic winds that form because of the energy. Or we might be annihilated along with the fracturing tectonic plates. But the reason why every backtracker agreed to it? We refused to survive by sacrificing some to save others. So even if we needed other planets' planetary cores, we had to wait until the planet died.
Oh.
Philos' new future can't involve endless sacrifice again.
His gaze, sharp and intense beneath a calm surface, is directed toward uh, the rearview mirror. It's as if he can peer into the hearts of his two former teammates through it.
Should we ever reach a moment when sacrifice becomes necessary, we only have the right to sacrifice ourselves. We don't decide who lives or dies. So, this topic lacks the necessity for discussion on a fundamental level.
Yeah,
Backtrackers will be sacrificed. The backtrackers who risk being destroyed along with the planet are essentially sacrificed, right? You're planning to use one final sacrifice to turn the situation around. This is the true nature underneath the backtrackers' madness. The journey they've embarked on is one without blessings, a potential death end leading to their life vanishing in the vast cosmos.
We're gambling everything. But I also said I'd bring them home. The second plan is still viable. However, external thorns won't be the only obstacles. There's also
The human heart. Xavier lowers his gaze. Maybe nothing can shake his resolve, but what about the others? Man, this is complicated. Who would have thought that even his abandoned park in the old quarter had a flux nexus for years? Fortunately, the energy in the area is stable and the flux nexus shows no signs of modification. After removing it, our search is interrupted.
The flux nexuses we were aware of are just these. What about the others?
Both our hunters' watches receive emergency alerts at the same time. Xavier and I look at each other. Something bad is about to happen. Oh no. The warning from the association says abnormal magnetic fields in multiple locations across Lincoln City have simultaneously exceeded the safety threshold.
Soren started moving quickly.
Why is he rushing? He's never been this impatient before.
I'll report to Captain Jenna first about how to deal with the abnormal magnetic fields.
Other hunters can remove the flux nexuses by using the Association's weapons. If all of them work together, we should be able to suppress these abnormal magnetic fields. As for the remaining flux nexuses...
Can't you drag Sullivan here like you did with me? You could have given out an order, forced him to help, or even threatened him.
Those methods would have failed.
Oh, he's here.
I fear that as soon as I show up, I'm starting to question whether or not I made the right choice.
An unexpected figure approaches. He stands out under the sunlight. A nod. Sullivan glares at Isaiah and hands over a neatly folded map.
Take it before I change my mind.
Ooh. The stunned silence lasts for a moment. Xavier steps forward first, his gaze lingering briefly on his badge. A hint of smile appears at the corner of his mouth.
Since you're here, I won't give you the chance to change your mind.
Ooh, echo. From that point on, no one wastes another word. The attention is focused on the map Xavier spread out.
The 6 flux nexuses in the southeastern region match up with the abnormal magnetic fields the Association detected. We've already investigated the central area. What's left is the southwestern corner and this northern region.
Wait, the flux nexuses to the north seem to be concentrated.
We've calculated the detection points for Earth's energy flows. The northern areas in Lincoln City are dominant zones. As far as I'm aware, at least 3 backtrackers have planted flux nexuses in this region.
Isn't that Nohan Zone number 39 where the holy sword of the goddess stands? No wonder a large magnetic field is still present.
If I may. The magnetic field around the Holy Sword is like the largest putrefied area on a flower petal. If that was the only one, the flower would take 3 days to wither. But if other putrefied areas appear, they'll rapidly connect into a decaying network. The time it'll take for them to wither will be significantly decreased.
Cut to the chase. How much time do we have?
Jeremiah opens his phone and runs calculations using a temporarily constructed magnetic field data network.
3 hours.
Oh no.
We need to destroy the real flux nexuses that are around the Holy Sword within 3 hours. To ensure it goes smoothly, we have to prevent other putrefied areas from appearing.
3 hours isn't enough. We can't even get into the magnetic field overlap behind the Holy Sword right now.
You're talking about that large magnetic field? Why not?
The Holy Sword is massive. I figured it'd need a lot of energy to materialize, so I took some time to collect data on it. But the system failed to do that. It could only monitor environmental energy around the magnetic field's perimeter and some disrupted anomalous data.
By utilizing the spatial reconstruction characteristics of reflected magnetic field energy analyzers, we can create magnetic field barriers. It was only speculation back then, but it seems to have been confirmed. Whether it's the RMFMA or the flux nexuses with modified protocors, they're all part of Soren's experiments.
That guy has gotten more determined since he went insane.
Ugh, I hate to admit it, but I agree with this hypocrite.
Magnetic field stabilizers are part of a monitoring network spanning all of Lincoln City. We need the Hunters Association system.
Xavier shares his highest level clearance with me once again.
Use these credentials to synchronize and mark the locations of the remaining flux nexuses in the stabilizer system. Tell Jenna and the Association to prioritize destroying the places that match the anomalous magnetic field patterns. The remaining ones,
I'll lead a team to eliminate them.
Jeremiah and Isaiah will go with you. I'll deal with the magnetic field barrier.
Even though I haven't figured out what Xavier will do, I grab his wrist. You're not allowed to be reckless.
Don't worry. The situation is unclear, so I won't exhaust myself on the first go.
What's your plan?
No matter how advanced Soren's technology is, he can only utilize Earth's current energy limits. But there's still one place where power from Philos exists.
Oh,
Don't tell me it's...
Xavier, what are you trying to do? I knew it. The more normal someone seems, the more insane they actually are.
I cannot agree more. I'm going with you no matter what.
Okay.
I didn't expect he will just say okay like that. Even during the day, Nohan Zone 42 is shrouded in dark clouds. In a flash, Xavier appears above the wreckage of Traceback 2 with me in his arms. The exposed transmission system is invisible under our feet. I knew he was talking about Traceback 2. Well, I don't. Um, okay. Xavier gets down on one knee and traces the damaged edges. The central panel lights up. Oh. Energy particles separate from the air and converge into streams of light before finally condensing into a brilliant blue cube.
This is the power source that supplies energy to Traceback 2's transmission system. Echo.
Oh.
Powering a massive vessel requires 12 of these operating in a rotation. Our preparations took a very long time because we had to manufacture enough Echo units. We even mobilized all available resources. Unfortunately, 11 of them suffered severe damage in the final backtrack. This one was preserved the best when we landed.
Oh no. Are there resources on Earth that can repair it?
Some parts can be replaced. But for the most important component, the materials here aren't good enough. Echo can convert Evol energy into power, and a sufficiently strong Evol can also activate Echo. If we were still on Philos, we'd only need a few Evolvers to restart it. But here... On Philos, an Evolver's Evol energy and life force are one and the same. Using your Evol means you're consuming your own life for power.
Wait a minute.
On
Okay.
Earth, we're displaced in time and space. The energy we consume can't be regenerated.
So
With the
he's
current state of our Evols, we can't do it.
He clenched his hand into a fist and presses it against the spaceship rusted hull. In other words, the one we have now is your last hope for restarting Traceback 2.
But it will never have a chance to awaken again.
The rotating blue cube occasionally will release drifting energy particles, and Xavier gently grabs it. It's like he's holding a weak heart that's still beating. Xavier. The broken Portholes hang and reflect the bustling crowd the spaceship once carried, and there was that young man sitting alone beyond the lamplight. It quietly visits this distant planet. During a quiet spring, a night's boots step onto unfamiliar yet soft earth. People appeared for it, surrounded, poured everything into it, and then they left it behind one by one. On nights when silver waterfalls cascade, empties, syringes roll and fall, someone once curled up in its pot. It's talking about Xavier. Dreams keep it close to its homeland. Oh, oh no, Xavier. Xavier, are you really going to use up the spaceship remaining energy?
This is the only way.
I know, but I'm not asking about Xavier's decision. I'm asking about Xavier's heart. I take Xavier's wrist and place it against his chest. It's obvious. It doesn't want to do this. He freezes. Only his heartbeat that's transmitted through bone and flesh pulses in sync with Aiko's flickering blue light.
The backtrackers are a group seeking death, and Traceback 2 is their ferry. It's harsh, but we didn't deny that assessment, not even once. Every backtracker knew it was a chariot carrying idealists to victory, or a coffin burying those lost in delusions.
Man.
At least this isn't our most desperate hour yet. It still has the chance to uphold a knight's honor, to spend its final moments in battle. It's willing.
Man. I guide his hand down to gently grasp the blue cube. Oh, oh my god, my cat. You surprised me. Oh my god. I guide his hand down to gently grasp the blue cube. I feel the faint energy particles flowing across our palms. When we were caught in Soren's trap, we managed to escape because of this. Can we spend a little more time with it? 5 minutes?
Of course.
No Hanzo, number 42, Lost Expanse stretch out as we sit side by side. We let the forest breeze wash over us. The past few days keep turning over in my mind, and I find myself grabbing the moments that stands out to me. The badge you left for Sullivan looks a lot like the one I saw on Isaiah.
They're badges from the Order of Lightseekers. The stars on Isaiah's badge represent the Star Hunters, and the arc on Sullivan's represents the Rainbow Runners.
Ooh, Rainbow Runners.
All the backtrackers were part of the Order of Lightseekers, and most members of the Order of Lightseekers were students from Astria Knight Academy.
That name is familiar for some reason. In the memories that came back to me at the Holy Sword of the Goddess, I think I was one of them. If all backtrackers were part of Order of Lightseekers, then Isaiah really was wearing their uniform?
Yeah,
That's explained why he treasures so much. It's a shame I never got to see you wear your knight's attire.
Jeremiah made a few new sets. According to him, they're perfect replicas. There might still be a chance.
Oh, his skills are incredibly versatile. I can't believe he can even make clothes.
Quite a few people used to go to him for repairs. Isaiah's outfit was well preserved because of him. Some of our comrades were skilled at maintaining our badges. They'd polish them until they shine.
Oh, he's talking about the twins, I guess, two girls that been polishing.
Sullivan's Evol was remarkably effective at treating insomnia. Everyone called him the Sandman behind his back.
Sandman. Who would have thought his powerful evil could use like that? Could be used like that. Scenes from that brief encounter spring to life. Through his stories, the faces I glimpsed through the porthole become real one by one. As I try to imagine their time together, I can't help but smile, yet my heart is heavy with emotion. How did the backtrackers end up like this? Xavier shakes his head as he shares the same confusion. It's also like he's using the gesture to suppress certain feelings once more.
On a ship that could never reach the shore, the food ran out. Someone said they were willing to sacrifice themselves to keep everyone going.
Whoa.
I told them to abandon ship, even if it was temporary.
They wouldn't accept it.
It was the ship carrying them in their search for humanity's only hope. All the while, they bore every curse, every ounce of scorn.
Leaves drift on the wind. Xavier catches one, holds it between his fingers for a moment, and then lets it return to the breeze. Maybe he'll let things go like that before and allow those close to him to walk away.
The arguments grew heated, and someone accidentally damaged Echo.
Oh man.
I didn't stop it in time, and the backtrackers fell apart starting at that moment.
So that's how those evil energy wound up there. But your evil was the deepest layer, and Echo wasn't completely damaged. You protected. Why didn't you tell the other backtrackers? You could have said that it was possible to repair the spaceship.
Very few people can fight against the passage of time and guard an uncertain future.
In the end, only you remain. And you're the person who advised everyone to abandon the ship while continuing to watch over Trace back
Wasn't
to.
alone for long, though. After I discovered what Jeremiah was doing to the spaceship, I stopped repairing it. The necessary materials were already scarce to begin with. He took more parts, and I could only fix so much.
I wish you lived as freely as Jeremiah, even if it was just for one day.
Aren't I already doing that?
Being able to go wherever you want isn't freedom. Following your heart is. Hello, welcome. We're doing the main story of the Love and Deepspace. Take right now, for instance. Xavier, do you dare to say you're not sad? There are no backtrackers here, no knights. You're not alone. You're not anyone's captain. You also have the right to be sad. You can grieve. His body tenses for a moment before pulling away from my shoulder. He takes the only warmth in the wind with him. For some reason, I hold back the urge to turn around and look.
My heart knows retreat isn't an option. I won't hesitate nor have any regrets. I will take Echo. But
Oh. He hugs me from behind. His arms sweeps through our clothes to press against my shoulder blades.
I want your forgiveness.
What are you talking about? I bite my lip. I'm grateful that I didn't turn around. He doesn't need to see the tears welling up my eyes. Oh no. No one. No one, not even me, has the right to forgive you. Wait. I need to check something. Oops. Also, I need to... Oh, yeah, I need to... for the immersion. If a mission requires you to shoulder everything for everyone and forge ahead recklessly, then the person who gave you that order should be responsible for you. Take Eiko. This is an order. No! Take Echo. This is my decision, and this is an order I'm giving to you. No, you're not an empress in this timeline. Wait, you're doing that. What the Oh. My memories are somewhat hazy, but I know we fought side by side on Phyllis. Maybe we were close, or maybe we also parted ways. But right now I'm here. I'm by yourself. No. Since taking Echo is the only option, this is a decision we're making together. You won't accept it?
How could I not?
Oh no, he's crying. No.
Since we made this choice, let's say goodbye to Echo together.
The wind has stopped at some point, and the forest falls into absolute silence. Sivir supports me as we reach into the deepest part of spaceship system. Light swirls around us as evil recognition mechanism activates to give us access. The massive vessel beneath our feet emits a gentle hum. The giant beast that has slumbered for ages slowly stirs to life.
The silence system has been activated. The countdown is 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
As per subsystem commands, farewell mode will now be initiated. Compiling data.
Wait, I know why he asking for forgiveness now. Can it go back to the original Phyllis? They cannot go home. No way.
It's been a long time, Captain. The vital signs monitoring system shows that nearly 3/4 of the backtrackers are still alive. I'm glad.
Oh, 3/4 of the backtrackers. Okay.
In 88 minutes and 39 seconds, I will join Traceback 1's remaining cables and enter eternal silence mode. For humans, farewells are always heavy, but please do not gaze upon extinguished stars. Someday, when time no longer exists, new stars will rise from where the old ones fell. Good night, backtrackers. Good night, universe.
Oh man. Oh man. Good night, backtrackers. Good night, universe. Oh my. Oh. Well, that's, yeah, now I understand that last part, that he asked for forgiveness because he cannot go back to his timeline before they're doing the mission with backtrackers, but then the MC, me, said that, well, right now we're here, I'm besides you. So, like, I'm not talking about the other me on your
Past
timeline.
sins must be punished in due order.
Your fate has been sealed.
I shall be the judge.
Well, I guess.
Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat.
Watch out. You're on a roll.
Your fate has been sealed.
I shall be the judge.
Not even a challenge.
My god. I'm still. The story has become more crazy with each episode now. Yeah, it's easy victory because my my card my character's too OP apparently for this stage specifically, but there's other challenge that more difficult that I cannot pass yet.
Past sins must be punished in due order.
But for the main story,
Step
usually
back.
it's very easy.
Your
Oh.
fate has been sealed.
I shall be the judge. Weak.
Eat this. Your fate has been sealed.
I shall be the judge. We knew how this would end.
One
A king
hit
and
kill.
queen fighting together.
Okay, now we move on to the next chapter. We still have 2 more, I think. Oh, we still have the battle scene, I guess.
You and I will turn the tables.
The die is cast.
Let's end it.
Your fate has been sealed.
I shall be the judge. Step back. You're on a roll.
I'll show you.
Like, I don't even need to use my skill. The basic attack already OP.
Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat.
You can resonate now.
We crushed them.
Okay. The third one. I think I'm gonna try other. Let's use this one so we got the immersion. This is Savior with backtracker suits. But I don't like sword, I like gun. So we're gonna continue with this.
Let's bring
Okay.
it down together.
Miss.
This one might be a handful.
Whoa.
Be careful.
Watch out. It's time.
Here we go.
End it. You want to celebrate?
With a cup of
Oh my
honey
God.
milk tea.
One hit. Easy. Will you bump into a sleeping savior? I would love to. Okay. Go to the next story. Should be about. Well, it should be. Exactly. I'm the boss here. I'm the boss here. I rule the world. Because I'm the MC, I'm the, the MC power. Okay, after entering silence mode, Echo is no longer defended by the system, so Xavier transferred it out of the central panel. When I returned to the vicinity of the Holy Sword of the Goddess, I realized no Hanzo number 39 is surrounded.
Captain Jenna, the data shows there's a barrier around the magnetic field overlap behind the monument. It's not a wall built with the energy that's currently in the environment.
The power of friendship. The power of, swipes card and gacha and,
It's more like a piece of space has been cut out. What do we do?
Outside the secluded zone, the association has already set up a temporary outpost. Jenna's gaze moved from the console and lands on the giant monument that stands in stark contrast against the modern buildings.
The barrier's energy distribution is uneven. Prioritize finding its weakest points. Simone, what's the maximum multiplier you can boost your rogue onto?
3. You said I can't exceed the safety.
Raise it to 5.
The
Whoa.
multiplier can go up to 8.7. As long as there's an energy source worthy of this baby, I'll blast this pile of rocks to the moon.
Behind Simone, the massive rotary cannon rises, the flowing light on its body changing from green to orange to finally a dangerous red. I look at Xavier. After he nods, I grab him and run toward the unicorn's hunters. Captain Jenna, Simone, try this. I toss over a container that Simone catches it. It's made from an unknown metal. When she opens it, an ice blue cube is revealed.
Damn,
It's
this
Use
looks
the
awesome.
association stabilizers to lock onto the magnetic field. Force multiple points to synchronize with this area's energy fluctuations. The barrier will have a momentary resistance to them. Then, weak points will appear. Attack immediately.
Whoa. Unsurprised, Jenna looks at Xavier. Then her gaze falls on me.
I'll mobilize the entire fire support of unicorns. But once this is over, I need both of you to provide a report.
The perimeter support is sufficient. Don't let other hunters enter this magnetic field overlap. Unlike the others, this place isn't harmless.
Let's go. I'll get you some of my latest gear. You'll deal lots of damage and be well protected.
Simone wraps her arm around my shoulders and starts heading toward her mobile armory.
Actually, the cannon's multiplier can go up to 13.2. Don't tell Jenna.
Whoa, so from 8 point something to 13.2? Amid urgent honking, Pilot's delivery truck burst through the barrier and stopped with its rear cargo area facing us.
We're just in time. Captain, let's get going.
Jeremiah humps down from the driver's seat and quickly opens the door at the back.
After 100 years, the backtrackers are finally working together again. We have to make it official.
Among the vibrant flowers and plants, two mannequins are wearing brand new combat uniform. One male, one female.
Ta-da! They're brand new Lightseeker uniforms. These are blessed equipment that enhances your strength in combat. I put my all into restoring them.
Whoa. I exchanged glances with Xavier. Oh, sorry. My bewilderment, yeah, and helplessness are reflected in his eyes. Sullivan drops his fork hat, shakes his head, and places his hand on Isaiah's shoulder. Isaiah crosses his arms, leans against the vehicle, and rolls his eye while pretending to look at the clouds.
Peasants and their sense of ceremony.
All right, let's finalize our plan.
Sullivan approaches. Isaiah remains where he is, and Jeremiah reveals a holographic map. It's a complex of traditional buildings that extends from the Holy Sword of the Goddess.
We can confirm that the magnetic field overlap behind the Holy Sword of the Goddess has Astria Knight Academy. So I marked several points that are suspected flux nexuses.
Our primary objective will be to remove the flux nexuses and send off the Philos fragment. The secondary objective will be to locate Soren. This magnetic field contains an RMFMA. After entering, we might land in different locations and we won't be able to stay in touch. If we get separated, use Astro Science Avenue as a reference point. If you're on the left side of campus, head to the clock tower. If you're on the right side, go to Knight's Hall.
Got it.
The area's energy fluctuation are forced to be at the same level. Then a subtle disturbance manifests.
A weak point has appeared.
All units, prepare to attack the target.
Massive amounts of energy coalesce into a solid beam of light. It strikes the northwestern area of No Hunt Zone number 39. Amid earth-shaking tremors, the sound of space being torn manifests as violent energy fluctuation that reach every stabilizer. All around sound one after another, they merge into an urgent cacophonous song of war. That's the first time I read that word. Walking through familiar scenery is something Soren has yearned for over the past 200 years. Distant buildings cast jagged shadows in this unstable space. They're like chaotic omens of a dream about to end. In front of the square, several backtrackers have gathered.
All of you are early. It seems you're just as eager as I am to go home.
The summer finally makes his unhurried entrance. Soren sweeps his gaze around the circle of people.
Philos' spectrum positioning has been completed. It will descend soon.
Regional transplantation experiments don't require that. This isn't what you told us.
Planet transplantation has an extremely low error tolerance and strict conditions. It's impossible to accomplish through human effort alone. To put it simply, it's nothing more than pure fantasy. But what I'm doing now, the site I'm about to create, it deserves to be called an effective, perfect solution.
You used us! You...
Calm down. This isn't an era where titles and royal authority work. You need to wait. You just need to wait. I will show you true salvation and the beautiful dawn.
Soren has already left. His recent declaration is just an announcement. He didn't answer any follow-up question or address any doubts. The backtrackers' expressions are indifferent. They blend in with the old street scenery.
Do you think Soren can do it? Or has he...
doesn't matter. The ground beneath our feet and the scenery around us are proof.
If this is Philos, then where are the people? Why is it only buildings and objects?
Entities without a life force are the easiest to bring over through the energy exchange. Soren said, this is only temporary.
Do you really believe what he says? Even when he has never seen it himself?
Have you considered another possibility? Perhaps the Philos he summoned is nothing more than an illusion.
Deathly silence enveloped the space. The thought wrapped in an elusive cloak is injected with a lethal poison. Everyone trembles.
Maybe everything we've done was a waste of effort. We took the wrong path. We can't change anything, let alone move.
At that moment, the ground begins to shake violently. Whoa. That surprised me. A back trickle leaps out from the swaying, collapsing building. When she sees what appears, her pupils contract.
The sky.
What?
There's a crack in the sky.
All gazes follow her finger. They collectively turn toward the distant corner of the sky that has been torn open like a massive wound. It's only a bubble. It's not the real Philos, I guess. Within the incomplete Astrianite Academy, fluctuation appear in multiple locations. Isaiah surveys his surroundings, remembering where Knight's Hall should be. Sullivan runs to that place. Xavier walks out of the empty training ground. The intensified presence around his neck makes him furrow his brow. Beside the giant stone arc, Jeremiah jumps and runs toward the street. The ring in his palm flickers like the light in a person's eyes.
Bella, look! This is my home!
Bella, oh. Oh no, Jeremiah. When I open my eyes, I use something with a marble-like texture to steady myself as I stand. Only then do I see that rows upon rows of polished desks and chairs lie before me. This looks like a large classroom. The pristine white walls are tall. On either side of the podium steps stand two knight statues. Each wields a great sword. Phantoms wearing the knight's uniform seem to appear among the desks and chairs. They materialize in the central area used for sparring. The Moon Chaser's house. Also, the black one is the Moon Chaser. Okay. I never heard this name before, but it feels familiar as it flows from within my heart. But as a bell rings from outside, these figures tremble and fade. They transform into countless stars above the classroom. I wonder what they teach in Philos. Did Xavier sleep in class when he was in school too? Nearby, a silhouette of a tall, slender building quietly stands. Pulls my thoughts back to the meeting from 10 minutes ago. That must be the clock tower. A shrill shriek suddenly echoes through the academy as several aircraft with different designs emerge from somewhere unknown. Multiple ports for weapons reveal themselves on their undersides. There's a flash of red lights as they fly toward the breach in the barrier. Ever, I guess Soren is here. Based on Australian Knight Academy's unique characteristic and this magnetic field's distinctive barrier, Xavier deduces that Soren would most likely be hiding here. And wherever Soren is, there will be inevitably be other backtrackers and even Evers accomplices lurking in the shadows. It'd be great if we could handle everything at once, but first thing first, I need to avoid this aircraft and regroup with the others. Oh, cutscene!
So close, those bastards.
Okay, we're gonna auto this. Hey, yo, Savior.
Xavier, a straight-A student back to school?
I'm not the only straight-A student doing that.
Whoa. Oh no, his power.
Wanderers and aircraft. Soren really went all out.
The backtrackers should be here. They haven't appeared yet.
I found a nail.
Oh no.
What's the present?
He's already on his limit.
This place, the magnetic field fusion is accelerating.
Search well.
The backtrackers. Hide and don't move. I'll hold them off while you find a chance to.
No.
It's not a request.
Uh-oh.
She's also here.
Go. Don't be stubborn.
Be quick. See you in 10 seconds.
Hey yo.
Right on time. New clock tower memory?
Well,
Since we're back at an old spot, being more dramatic is understandable.
I guess causing a commotion is the best way to commemorate going back to school.
you know, it's emergency. Oh wait, the auto still running or no? You know, it's emergency. We need to fight first, then we can kiss later. Okay. Can kiss him later. Okay. Bodies plummet at breakneck speed and crash into an empty corridor along with the strained glass. In the distance, a series of explosions erupts from above. Fire light streams through the broken windows and casts a glow on the far end of the hall. Okay.
Soren.
Oh, he's here. A wooden bench sits in the gloom. Soren rests on it, his gaze fixed on the wall ahead. Countless nameplates are embedded in the stones. In the stones, they're flanked by extinguished light pillars that once bathed them in bathed them in brilliance on.
Look, Tally. We're Knight's home, right? During our days in Astrid Knight Academy, those were the two spots you always choose when we had an emergency.
Why is his voice is so small?
I'm glad my farewell gift for you didn't go to waste. What did you do to Knight's Hall? Don't worry. I'm fair. More fair than you.
Maybe it's a bug, I don't know.
That's why what they're dealing with now is what you'll face as well.
Overwhelmingly, energy ripples from above. From the darkness, a massive, grotesque wanderer appears. Xavier!
Let's go.
Oh, we're gonna have. Okay. Oh no, I hate using blades. Oh, I hate using swords. I cannot. I'm really bad at like a melee rage. You know, I should be easy. Should be easy, right? Because
Let's
I'm
bring
not
it down
using
together.
my cards right now.
Let the battle begin.
Oh shit!
Not even a scratch.
Xavier,
I'm here.
Ow!
Comet Trail.
I'll use this move then. I'll
No,
show
this
you.
one is not easy.
Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come.
Oh,
Be careful not to get hit. I am not afraid.
oh no!
Are you okay? Comet Trail.
I'll use this move then.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Bring it on. Eat this. Pay attention.
On.
Watch out. This won't be easy.
So, which one is it?
Its original form is in the mirror. It won't attack. It's time to end it. Find
Find
the
the
mirror it's
mirror.
in and break it.
This one.
Keep up the momentum.
Oh, did I get it right? I think so.
I'll show you.
It's time.
Here we go. Xavier,
I'm here.
Ooh.
Time to get serious.
Xavier.
Whoa.
It's time.
Here we go.
The enemies are weak.
Okay.
Now's our chance.
Swords
This
at
is
the
the
start.
ulti.
We must always point in the same direction. Be careful not to get hit. And it's just a small victory. We
Nice.
can't let our guard down yet.
But shouldn't we also take a break?
Yeah, easy, easy. It's an easy one. Even though I'm not used to use a sword, but the wonder collapses to the ground. The energy particles cascade like a waterfall as they dissipate. The faint, flickering glow dimly illuminates the nameplate on the wall. Light more blinding than a fluorescent glow flashes before the wooden bench. The blade pierces Soren's clothing just below his ribs. It grazes across his waist and it pins him to the ground. He forced to kneel.
Astria Knight Academy's Flux Nexus. Tell me where it is.
The passage has already been opened. Soon, I'll take everyone home. Phelos's descent can't be stopped, Xavier. No matter how powerful you are, you're still a human. And humans can't play tug of war with the power of an entire planet.
Humanity's strength is more than enough to bring you down.
Isn't it pointless?
Isn't the self-destruct module in the suppressor pointless?
The self-destruct module.
When you modified it, you intended to use it at a critical moment. Isn't this the perfect time?
You think I won't activate it?
Defiant, Soren forces himself to stand. He's clutching a chip between his rigid fingers. I rush forward, but when I see Xavier shake his head slightly, I force myself to stop.
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for the last moment. I'll let you witness the moment of my victory. I saved Philos when no one else could. I killed the unkillable Xavier. These represent my crowning victory.
I'm not going to wait with you. Activate the self-destruct module or die by my sword. Pick one.
His fingers nervously twitch, the chip deforming several times, yet it returns to its original shape when his grip loosens. After several breaths, it's unclear whether he will be destroyed by the pressure or a Xavier's sword. I hear a soft clink. The chip is on the ground, yet the sound of its fall is clear and distinct.
You're not as insane as you think you are.
Don't look at me like that. You two and your teacher. You looked at all of us with that same expression. It's as if commoners like us were worthy of encouragement once we entered the Astrionite Academy. As if we deserved some pity.
My teacher?
Someone who dedicated everything to a corrupt royal family. Someone who can't see how commoners bear the burden of Philos' sins. The grandest knight of the kingdom and Astria, bathed in glory, a role model I admired and revered. A rotten Philos like this is beyond redemption.
Xavier's silent figure suddenly turns fierce, but when his blade presses down, he restrains his anger.
He was the type to prepay tuition for students with financial difficulties.
Oh, he's talking about my teacher.
Have you
our
forgotten
teacher.
what you said when you first entered the academy?
I still had faith back then. I believed in you, him, the king, but all of you destroyed our trust again and again. Even the backtrackers never treated me as a real member.
What?
You used to be the smartest person in the Backtrackers.
Of course, you don't need to tell me that.
The Backtrackers aren't a squadron of knights. We didn't recruit people based on the roles they could fulfill. You have a mind that surpasses most, yet you were willing to conduct feasibility trials for our undeveloped ideas. Maybe you forgot that the people who invited you to be our companion were us.
So what? Isn't it more ironic that you're bringing this up now? You were the first to invite me, and the first to cast me aside. And now, I can do what you can't.
You still don't get it.
A wondrous dying streaks echo from the other side of the magnetic field. My tense body finally relaxes. It looks like the other's battle has ended as well. Xavier turns his head slightly and glances outside. His gaze is serene.
The Backtrackers don't lack strength. They don't lack wisdom either. What everyone needed was a companion on the same wavelength, not a nifty gadget. You didn't need to prove that you were a useful tool.
Xavier, are you throwing pity at me again? I hate the way you look at everyone. It's like they're nothing but nuts. You...
His aggressive words are cut short by a heavy blow. Xavier tosses an unconscious Soren onto the bench and cleans his sword. Did he slash him? Well, Soren's lost it. I doubt we can get anything useful out of him. The magnetic field here is too chaotic. My evil can only faintly sense the flux nexus. Let's try following Jeremiah slits instead.
No need. I think I
Okay.
know where it is.
I'm not sure if Soren died or not, but okay. A flat white avenue stretches in front of the clock tower. Knight sculptures holding long swords stand on both sides. I can't remember its name, but my body recalls the sensation of running here countless times. I hear footsteps behind me. It's Jeremiah and the other two. They're looking somewhat worse for wear.
There was some big guy ready to ambush us in Knight's Hall. Good thing the three of us aren't pushovers. We killed it.
Only Sullivan and I were doing the fighting.
I threw a bunch of bombs at it. They served as a distraction.
We checked 2 possible flux nexus locations along the way. Neither of them were real.
After confirming that none of them are seriously injured, Xavier nods and turns toward the end of the long street.
Astria's flux nexus is the holy sword of the goddess.
What?
Soren, that damn mutt. How much humiliation do we have to go through before he's satisfied?
Wow, the most dangerous bomb was hidden in the safest place all along.
Let's go. We'll destroy it and send Astria back.
Wait! Xavier! Are you really going to destroy the monument? Can you still call yourself a Grandest Knight? The Holy Sword of the Goddess isn't just a symbol of Astria Knight Academy. It's the royal family's greatest honor. Have you forgotten what it represents?
Calm down. You look like a goose that lost a fight and got its feathers plucked.
You and Soren can die together.
It's unclear whether Jeremiah is restraining Isaiah or Isaiah is overpowering Jeremiah, but the two of them have started brawling off to the side.
Is destroying the monument the only way?
The knights who protected Philos left behind their swords and beliefs. It wasn't so that the future generations could admire their glory. The only legacy the monument must remember is the duty to protect. Destroying it is also for that sake.
I understand.
I have no objections.
Well, the holy sword of the goddess didn't manifest by chance. It served as an anchor point for the magnetic field and Nolan Zone number 39, but its energy is too strong. The monument from within Astria seems gentler. Energy condenses into a halo that surrounds it. Xavier takes my hand and we walk toward it.
From now on, the Sword of Traceback doesn't serve kings or nations. It fulfills one's choices.
The choice you made, Xavier, whatever choice you made is the best one. He tightly holds my hand, then his grip loosens, his gesture shifting from a firm clasp to gentle support. Even as my palm touches the monument, Xavier doesn't let go. Instead, he covers the back of my hand. Together, the Holy Sword witnesses us.
Let it rest, Your Majesty.
No, why you call Your Majesty? Wrapped in energy, I can no longer hear his whisper despite how close he is, but I understand that it's time. Energy fluctuates violently as the holy sword blazes with brilliant light. At the same time, a terrifying energy comes crashing down on us with overwhelming force. Instinctively, I gather my own power to resist it. A resonance that was dismantling the holy sword
Don't stop.
falters.
Leave it to me.
I withdraw my power and focus on dismantling the holy sword. I'm no longer distracted by the energy that has suddenly surged. Even with my eyes closed, at that very moment when the statue breaks, I feel myself in body and soul be engulfed by light. An undimensional energy hurricane is intercepted. It should have burst forth with an impact powerful enough to level everything. Only then do I realize that the power confronting this terrifying energy is familiar. It's Saber's evil. Savior?
I'm here.
Oh no. I'm pretty sure he's already on his limit though. Because the red, how we call it, choker? No, the neck, not necklace, something red on his neck. When we got the cutscene is the mark, like the sign that he's on his limit. The light hasn't faded yet. I feel around for Savior's hand. I don't even dare to let go for a second. Memories shimmering with light flood in, together with warmth in my hand. They become the final gift the holy sword bestows upon me. Me Phyllis Prosper. Okay. It's not until the no hands-on distinctive smell penetrates my nostril that I open my eyes. The first thing I see is Savior's pale complexion and his bare neck. Huh? Are you okay? The suppressor. Your suppressor.
The energy blockage caused by the planet's descent being interrupted was enough to destroy all of Lincoln. I had no choice but to use brute force.
So he removed the suppressor?
I can only use that power without the suppressor.
Oh, I see.
I can thank Soren for this. Otherwise, it would have been impossible to easily destroy the suppressor.
With my support, Savior stands up and leans on his sword. He paint furrows his brow are quickly smoothed out. The holy sword has dissipated, and the others stares blankly at Astria Knight Academy as it slowly cracks. But as Savior raises his sword to his chest, the others immediately become solemn.
By the stars above.
Jeremiah, Isaiah, and Sullivan mimic his pose as if in silent mourning. Yet it's also like a solemn salute.
In the 215th year since leaving our homeland, Operation Backtrack's second protocol has failed due to force majeure. Traceback 2's core has been destroyed. A return voyage is impossible. Our next step is to initiate the third protocol. We shall seek the power of limited backtracking to ensure Philos returns to a time when its core had yet to be extinguished.
The last traces of the magnetic field disperse. The energy fluctuation are also quiet.
With the stars as our witness and light seeking as our testament, we swear before Astria's glory, we have never betrayed our original purpose.
We have never betrayed.
May Philos prosper under eternity's divine gaze.
May Philos prosper under eternity's divine gaze.
Like an ephemeral dream reaching its end, Philos dissolve into scattered specks of light. It's like the stars are returning to where they come from. The backtracker's oath is solemn yet tinged in hoarseness. Only I and the wounded land saw it. The last energy particle drift before dissipating at Xavier's fingertips. Three days later, tires scrape the ground and stir up wind as a somewhat weathered 310 HM carries me and its driver through the city's long streets. The red light appears. Xavier and I move in perfect sync as we pull up our helmets, visors, and look at the large screen in the square across from us.
The abnormal phenomena frequently occurring in Lincoln have been reported worldwide. No casualties reported as of. The large-scale energy fluctuation from 3 days ago was not a Wanderer outbreak. Experts believe it might be related to the deep space tunnel.
Pedestrians discuss among themselves, which give rise to more urban legends. They're unaware that it was a heart-stopping night. The abnormal magnetic field hasn't completely disappeared.
No matter how powerful Soren is, he couldn't possibly cause a commotion this big. He probably just took advantage of this anomaly.
How is he? Is he still refusing to talk to you guys?
Yeah. Don't worry. Isaiah will keep a close eye on him. Light's about to turn green.
He pulls down his helmet visor, and I can faintly hear him muttering about why we're not using my new motorcycle instead. You promised to let me collect the whole HM series. Surely the talented Crown Prince of Philos, Randy's Knight, and Star Hunter's prefect wouldn't go back on his word.
I'm blaming Isaiah for this. You better stay away from him.
Are you ordering me around?
It's a suggestion.
My status is special, so I'll consider suggestions like that based on my mood. We gotta go. Yeah, I'm the boss. Within no hunt zone number 39, hardly any traces are visible aside from the impact caused by this holy sword's energy burst. Looking somewhat melancholic, Xavier crouches down and touches the grass. If you're upset, you can cry. No one else is here.
Oh, you're visiting the graves too?
Clean up. The familiar small truck looks brand new. Two people get out of the vehicle and each of them is carrying 2 pots of fresh flower.
Whose graves are you visiting?
For the homeland I can't return to. Of course, visiting the graves isn't the right way to put it, but I can't think of anything else right now.
He's the one who insisted on being here, not me.
With 2 more people and several more pots of flowers, the no-hunt zone now looks like a campground. Jeremiah is curiously walking around the pile of scorched earth that was left behind by the monument.
There seems to be something here. I can't pull it out. Sully, come here.
As Sullivan reaches into the pile, Xavier and I move closer. Puzzled, we watch. The soul is moved away to reveal a section of metal. It doesn't look new. Sullivan is having trouble too? Let me try.
We might have missed a flux nexus. I'll handle this.
When I place my hand on it, SnowBear has already reached out. With a single touch, I can feel the soil around the object loosening. SnowBear frowns and places his hand over mine. Together we grasp the metal and strain to pull it out. Ooh. It's such a big
sword.
No. Oh no, 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 no.
Whoa. Jeremiah's expression transformed into one of horror and disbelief.
Isn't this the legendary king's sword that's depicted in the mural at Knight's Hall?
Oh. At the end of the universe collapse, Dawn's light lingers in darkness. To you, O Phyllis, cradle of the stars and the graveyard of souls. The stars have crowned a king to escape his curse of time. Decay falls at the end of a star's descent. Redemption blooms at the hem of the new dawn. And that light is eternity. Oh. But how got the sword there? Age of civilization. Alright. The abnormal magnetic fields in Lincoln are rapidly dismissing, and the situation threat level has been downgraded from critical. The sword left behind by the holy sword of the goddess hasn't shown any abnormalities, but we remain vigilant. Jeremiah is keeping it sealed for now. And thanks to Sullivan Intel, SnowBear has begun searching for backtrackers who weren't involved in this incident. Across the universe, the oath witnessed by the Holy Sword will fall into the heart of every backtracker with starlight.
According to the reports, Taurus recently discovered a fragment of a mysterious relief depicting a human face on Wave Chaser Island. It's just off the coast of Verona. Experts from the Institute of Cultural Artifacts have concluded that the relief fragments most likely belong to the underwater ruins that were discovered in 2034.
Underwater ruins, okay.
After a decade, relics supposedly from Lemuria have resurfaced, which have sparked intense online discussions.
Lemuria mentioned.
Experts state that further verification is needed to confirm whether the fragments truly belong to Lemuria.
Speaking of which, does Lemuria actually exist? Many years have passed since the initial discovery, but the research hasn't gotten far.
Maybe Lemuria is a seed from an alternate dimension. Aliens are implanting their civilization into Earth.
That relief fragment looks old, though. Do aliens like that?
According to the analysis, there's a 34.3% chance it's from an alien civilization, and a 58.8% chance it's a Lemurian artifact.
Whoa! So you're saying there might be Lemurians living among us? Would they look exactly like humans?
From an evolutionary and ecological standpoint, a humanoid form is the most suitable choice for the current world. But
maybe they're human during the day, and at night they transform into mermaids that soak in bathtubs.
You're not wrong, I guess. She's cute, yeah. Tara is cute, but I prefer Simone, if you remember, the one with ponytail. I don't think she got like the 3D version yet, though. I don't know.
Lemurians need seawater and deep sea pressure. An ordinary bathtub probably wouldn't meet their needs.
She's cute. The discussion behind me grows increasingly off topic. I clear my throat twice and turn my chair around. Did you finish your follow-up observation reports on the magnetic field anomalies?
There were more from other areas just 2 hours ago. My data entries are endless.
Don't even mention the reports. My fragile heart can't take anymore. I need a massage for my mind, body, and spirit.
You know what? Me too. The news channel is turned off and the chatter ends. Even though I can no longer hear any discussion about Lemuria, a faint curiosity lingers in my mind. Come to think of it, didn't Raphael say he was going to Verona a while ago? If I'm not mistaken, that was before the anomalies appeared. Is it just a coincidence? Yeah, right, you agree too? I mean, yesterday I was so busy with all the reports and of month reports, you know. The association's Verona branch submitted a special report during the most critical moment of Lincoln's recent crisis. It was buried under the countless regional magnetic fluctuation reports and initially didn't attract any attention. I'd be lying if I said I was worried. Whenever I scroll past discussion about Lemuria, I think of Raphael. And I need one of those people that cracks your body as well. Oh, something like the, what is it called? The bone setting therapist? I tried that before. And it's really good. The legit one, not the scam one, you know. It's a bit expensive, but it's weird, but it's satisfying in a way. He's been quiet while Lemuria faces a storm of public scrutiny. It's as if he disappeared. I looked through the missions related to Lincoln's magnetic field anomalies again. There isn't anything that requires my immediate attention. I refreshed the page and opened the detailed report about Verona once more. So this episode is about like the bridge episode to the next male MC, the next story. So I think I'm gonna stop here and continue it again tomorrow, because we still have one more chapter, like 1.5 more chapter to go. So I'm gonna check my energy if we can. Yeah, it's pretty long chapters because they update it like once a year, so like we need content, honestly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Already done my dailies. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for coming and accompany me to read the story. A year's worth of content. Exactly, because no, actually they've been doing updates on gacha over and over, so we don't have much update about the main story. So like we like,
I heard a new barbecue restaurant opened up nearby. Let's eat there when you aren't busy.
I wish I could eat barbecue, but anyway, the main story is only updated like once a year, like if there's any major patch update. So yeah, other than that, then we could only have content from the gacha. Like the gacha, you get the new card, and then you get the story. You see, and basically they paywall the story. So okay, I'm gonna end the stream now. Good night, have a good rest, please stay safe, and see you in the next one. Thank you, have a good night too. Wait, where's my... Okay, see you. I'm gonna stop the streaming now.